Hello again, welcome to Bridlington on the morning of Wednesday the 15th of January 2025. Just see something there that looks like the lifeboat. It's shrouded in mist and fog. Let's walk along and take a closer look. Walking past the boat lift, and over there the pirate ship seems to be undergoing some maintenance. A strong flow of water, fresh water there, entering the harbour from the Gypsy Race River, because for the last week or so it's been very cold, below freezing, and there has been some snow on the hills in east and west Yorkshire. Of course, being the east riding of Yorkshire. You just see the outline of the Gypsy Race dredger, and here what looks like Bridlington Lifeboat. This lifeboat is based way over there on the promenade going down towards South Beach, and it has to be dragged by tractors along the pier there, along the promenade, and down onto the beach, then launched at sea. Sometimes the sea is really a long way out. Today we'll walk past the interesting structure of the old sea latrine. There, the sea toilet, which is sort of flushed by tidal action, or used to be in days gone by. And walk along here on Bridlington Crane Wharf. Shall we have a look at the lifeboat close up? And just to pause for a moment and again have a look at the interesting underneath structure of Bridlington Crane Wharf, where what seems like a higgledy-piggledy system of steel beams that don't touch the concrete above. Of course, here, not to forget, we're also walking past the infamous wood, allegedly. When this wharf was, the concrete was poured on top when I was here at Bridlington. I think it was about 1958, so I'd be about 10 years old, and I remember being told that when they did it there was a gap, allegedly, between the steel support there and the concrete, so someone hammered in that wood, and after all these years, all these decades, it's still there. Look at some of the corrosion on the underside of the wharf. And here we have a pretty close-up shot of the harbour. I almost stepped over the edge there. I almost walked towards that rope. Fortunately not. Don't you think that looks like the front of a World War II submarine there? Just my imagination. I've probably watched too many war films. But there you are, with a wide-angle lens and get it all in there. If you ever visit here and you're filming like me, don't walk towards the edge of this rope, because the rope is further out than the steps. You see not just the steel beams, but the stones here, some of which have probably been here centuries, since there was probably a stone wharf along here. There's been a harbour of some sort at Bridlington since at least Roman times, and at one point, if you see over there, area used to be totally different. There used to be sort of banks and the river used to go up, and they built Bridlington Harbour Commissioners presumably built the boatyard there and closed the river off, and the Gypsy Race River now runs through a pipe or a culvert or something. At one point it used to be open. Another quick look at the sea latrine there. Much of Bridlington remains picturesque with the white and blue buildings. Probably that dates a long way back to the 1920s perhaps, or maybe even earlier. Would a British seaside resort be if you didn't have some white buildings along the front there? I mean, it's not Bournemouth, but Bridlington is very nice with a character of its own. And of course you've got the lobster fishing port here. What used to be a tremendous tourist industry back in the 1950s and much earlier than that. In fact, if you went back 100 years, that would take you back to 1925. And I was looking a few days ago at an old postcard, and it showed this Bridlington North Pier along here, and there were about 6 pleasure boats parked along here. One of them was the old Frenchman, which was like a twin paddle. It had paddles at each side. It was a paddle steamer. And other pleasure boats, there have been pleasure boats here for at least I think about 100, 120, 125 years. But my point is there were about 1,000 people, an unbelievable number of people along this pier here, and it was absolutely bustling with activity. That's 100 years ago to perhaps 105 years ago, the photograph I'm talking about. Can't publish it unfortunately because of copyright. Well, here again, much the same as before, we have Bridlington North Beach with the cliffs of the white cliffs of Flamborough Head shrouded in this early morning fog. We'll take a walk into town now, and in the next video I'll show you some of Bridlington town centre. So for now, it's goodbye from Bridlington. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care now. Bye.